Hello everyone. So now we are on to the 13th lecture, last lecture of this chapter, where we will be studying ratios. Okay, ratios are going to be studied here. All of you look at page number 12 of your study material. I repeat, all of you look at page number 12 of your study material. You will find these ratios over there. So we'll understand them in detail and then I'll make you write it in the notebook also. The important ratios which will be covered in your practical questions, you all will be writing it in your notebook after we read out this completely. Okay, and then we will solve the questions related to the same. So look at page number 12 of your study material. Basic operating ratio. Ratio is a means of measuring the relationship between the rooms available and the rooms sold, between sales and net profit, investment and net profit, etc. A ratio is a number expressed in terms of another number. It may be expressed as a rational figure or as a percentage. So basically ratio means what? You just compare two numbers and derive some rational or logical conclusion which helps you in decision making. Okay, you have studied in 12th standard also ratios like gross profit ratio, net profit ratio, debt equity ratio, stock turnover ratio. So what do we do in ratio? We compare any two figures and we form a relationship between two figures and we do decision making on the basis of the same. So in hotel also we have to calculate certain ratios which help us in decision making. Which are those? Ratio helps in diagnosing the functioning of the hotel and also help in predicting future possibilities in the business. First is occupancy percentage. All the rooms in the hotel are generally not sold or occupied by the guests. So occupancy percentage shows on an average what percentage of rooms in the hotel are getting sold, what percentage of rooms in the hotel are getting occupied by the guests. Higher the occupancy percentage, higher the occupancy ratio, better for the hotel. Means the hotel is very fast running amongst the people, amongst the tourists. Okay, more people are demanding the rooms of their hotel when the occupancy percentage is high. This ratio indicates the proportion of rooms sold against the rooms available for sale during a specified period of time. So occupancy percentage formula is number of rooms sold into 100 divided by number of rooms available. Quite obvious. Number of rooms sold divided by number of rooms available into 100 will give us the percentage of rooms which are sold during the year. We'll write this formula again. Okay, this would be important formula from exam point of view. It is asked. Multiple occupancy ratio, you can ignore it. Okay, it's not so important. But however, we'll do it from theoretical point of view. But in practical questions, generally it is not covered. Number of rooms occupied by more than one guest. In MCQ it can be asked. So number of rooms occupied by more than one guest shows the multiple occupancy ratio against the number of rooms occupied. So normally it is number of rooms occupied by more than one guest divided by number of rooms occupied multiplied by 100. Anyway, as I said, it is not asked in exams. From theory and MCQ point of view, you can prepare it, otherwise no relevance. Average daily rate is also important from exam point of view. We will be rewriting that again. Average daily rate means rooms revenue divided by number of rooms sold. Average daily rate means, see, when there is a peak season, let us say summer vacations are going on, summer is going on, Diwali vacation is going on, more people go to the hotels during these period. Of course, this current year pandemic is an exception otherwise. So what happens is, in these spell of time, summer vacations, or you can say during the Diwali vacations, the price of the room is higher. So if normally the room is sold at 3,000 per day, you'll find 10,000 rupees for these days. And off season, when you go maybe in monsoon also, you may get even for 1,000 per day. So sometimes for the same room, hotel gets higher price. Sometimes for the same room, hotels get lower price. Here we are finding average daily rate. So whatever total revenue is earned from the rooms during the whole year, when you divide by the number of rooms sold during the whole year, you get average daily rate. Anyway, it's logical formula, average daily rate. So total rooms revenue divided by total number of rooms sold during a particular period. Average rate per guest is also quite often asked in exams. Rate per guest, so divide by number of guests. Daily rate divided by number of rooms sold. Rate per guest divided by number of guests. So rooms revenue divided by number of guests. Foreigner to domestic visitors ratio is again not very important. It is generally not asked in exams. Simply revenue divided by number of foreign guests. Okay, ratio will be revenue divided by number of foreign guests. A revenue per available room is very important. It is quite often asked in exams. It is one of the most important measurements used to evaluate financial performance for hotels because it is an indication of how well management is able to increase the average rate and also able to achieve higher volume and occupancy to maximize revenue. It considers both the rate as well as the volume in identifying the number of revenues generated by a hotel. See, revenue per available room means normally you earn the revenue only from the rooms sold. So if there are 100 rooms in a hotel and 80 rooms are sold, you earn the revenue from 80 rooms. But revenue per available room means when you divide the same revenue by 100 rooms which are available in the hotel, you get the revenue per available room. It will always go down. So see, we are always interested in earning revenue per available room because even if out of 180 rooms are sold, we will be interested in finding that if we have total 100 rooms in the hotel, then for every room how much we are able to earn. So revenue per available is very important in deciding that, because if lesser rooms are sold, then automatically revenue per available room will go down. So even if you earn 10,000 per room, that's not important. Out of 100, only 10 rooms go on rent. So 10,000 into 10, 1 lakh. On the whole, against 100 rooms, you earn only 1,000 rupees. Whereas instead of 10,000, if you charge 5,000 rupees, but 50 rooms go on rent, then overall revenue will also increase and revenue per available room will also increase. So revenue per available room is very helpful in deciding the overall performance of the hotel. What is the formula for that? Room revenue rate into volume. Okay, rates will be given, volume will be given. This is important. There are two formulas to calculate revenue per available room. One formula is total room revenue in a given period net of discount and taxes. As I said, number of rooms available will be taken in the denominator. So total room revenue, when you divide by number of rooms available, that is 100 rooms. What I gave in my example, you get the revenue per available room. And one more formula is there. Revenue per available room equals to average daily room rate into occupancy rate. See, when you apply this formula, it automatically results into the previous formula. How come? What is average daily room rate formula? Total rooms revenue divided by number of rooms sold. Okay, total rooms revenue divided by number of rooms sold multiplied by occupancy rate. What is occupancy rate? Number of rooms sold divided by number of rooms available into 100. Now, when you apply this average daily room rate formula, room revenue upon number of rooms sold into occupancy rate, number of rooms sold upon number of rooms available into 100, can you see number of rooms sold gets cancelled? So what remains? Room revenue divided by number of rooms available. Rooms revenue divided by number of rooms available. That's what I said. Both the formulas will give you the same result. Now one example is given to understand revenue per available room. Look at it. Suppose number of rooms are 500. Average daily room rate is 1500. Occupancy is 75%. And we are talking about 90 days period. Then what is the formula to get revenue per available room? If you apply the first formula, what is the first formula? Total rooms revenue. What will be the total rooms revenue? 500 rooms into 500 rooms into 1500 rupees you earn for every room, but 75% only go on rent, so into 75%. Okay, all of you do it. 500 rooms Okay, 500 rooms into 1500 is the revenue for every room, into 75% only go on rent. So what is the total room revenue you get? Total room revenue 5,62,500 into 90 days. Into 90 days means you get 5 crore 6,25,000. Now when you divide it by, what is the formula? Number of rooms available. If you divide it by the number of rooms available, total 500 rooms are there. So number of rooms available will be 500 into 90 days. We are talking about 90 days period. That is 45,000. Now you divide 5 crore 6,25,000 divided by 45,000. What will you get? 1125. Or alternatively, what is the second formula? What is the average daily room rate? 1500. What is the occupancy percentage? 75%. If you do 1500 into 75% or 0.75 directly, you get 1125. So two different formulas are applicable. Let us write these formulas in the notebook. All of you write down the ratios formulas in the notebook. Okay. As I said, important ratios will note down. So first one, write down. Occupancy percentage is important, that is generally asked in exams. So write down occupancy percentage is equal to number of rooms sold divided by number of rooms available into 100. Okay, number of rooms sold divided by number of rooms available into 100. It's a normal formula. Occupancy percentage means out of the available rooms, whatever are sold, that percentage we are required to find. So sold divided by available into 100. Second formula what is used in practical exams is average daily rate. Generally this is asked in exams, average daily rate. Daily rate, so total rooms revenue, okay, total rooms revenue divided by total number of rooms sold. Okay, total rooms revenue divided by number of rooms sold will give you average daily rate. But we have to take the room revenue and room sold for a particular period. Like in this question, it was all given for 90 days. Same way, we have to take it for any one particular period. Maybe 90 days, maybe 3 months, maybe 4 months, maybe 1 year. That way. Then third formula, which is asked in exams, is rate per guest. Okay, rate per guest. So that you will find by dividing by number of guests. Total rooms revenue divided by number of guests. Total rooms revenue divided by number of guests. And the last and most important formula out of all is revenue per available room. There are two formulas to find revenue per available room. Okay, revenue per available room, which is written in short as revenue PAR, per available room, PAR, per available room. Two formulas are one, total rooms revenue divided by number of rooms available. Total rooms revenue divided by number of rooms available. And second formula is, okay, or second formula what you can apply is average daily rate into occupancy percentage. Average daily rate into occupancy percentage. Now which formula we will apply, both you have to remember. Which formula we will apply will depend on the information given in the question. If average daily rate is already available, then apply better the second formula. And if average daily rate is not available, then you can apply the first formula. Okay. Now all of you must be writing these four formulas 5 times each. Okay, all of you must write these four formulas 5 times each so that you remember it perfectly well. I repeat, it should be submitted in the homework. All of you write these four formulas 5 times each so that you perfectly remember these formulas. Okay, before you watch the further video lecture, it is necessary that you learn these formulas. So pause the video, learn these formulas, write them 5 times, and then you continue with the further video. So let's take up with the further questions. Look at question 14 of your pamphlet. Hotel Nidra has made available the following information. First, average occupancy percentage 80%. Occupancy is directly given to you 80%. Number of rooms available in the hotel are 120 rooms and rooms revenue is 90 lakhs. Calculate the following ratios from the information given above. Now, see what is asked first is average daily rate. What is the formula of average daily rate? Total rooms revenue divided by total number of rooms sold. Are number of rooms sold given? No. But when you multiply number of rooms available into occupancy percentage, means 120 is 80%. Can I say 96 rooms are sold? Total 120 rooms are available and occupied are 80% of that. Means 120 is 80%, 96 rooms are sold or occupied. Also you can get it from this formula. What is occupancy percentage? 80% is already given to you. That is number of rooms sold upon number of rooms available into 100. So in this formula, if I ask you what would be number of rooms sold, can you say there will be occupancy percentage into number of rooms available or not? That is what we have done. Number of rooms available 120 into occupancy percentage 80. So before you find average daily rate, first we have to find number of rooms sold and then we can find average daily rate. Okay. Further, this room revenue in second question, if you see revenue per available room is asked for 65 days, means this all information is of 65 days. So first let us find number of rooms sold before we find average daily rate. Number of rooms sold are 120 rooms into 80% are occupied into 65 days. Everything you have to calculate for 65 days. So 120 into 80%, 96 into 65. 65 days total, how many rooms would be sold? 6240 rooms would be sold. Now total rooms revenue is 90 lakhs. So what would be average daily rate? Average daily rate will be equal to total rooms revenue divided by number of rooms sold. Okay, total rooms revenue divided by number of rooms sold. I am assuming that before you start these questions, you all would have learnt and written the formula 5 times. So total rooms revenue 90 lakhs divided by number of rooms sold 6240. So 90 lakhs divided by 6240, 1442.307 means 0.31 is the average daily rate you are charging for every room. And second, what is asked is revenue per available room. Since we know average daily rate, we will apply the second formula. I told you if average daily rate is available, then apply the second formula, and percentage occupancy is also available. So we will apply the second formula. Average daily rate multiplied by percentage occupancy. Now average daily rate is 1442.31 as we obtained in the first answer, and occupancy percentage is 80%. So 1442.31 into 80%, 1153. What is the revenue per available room? 1153. Though you are earning 1442 per room, but because more rooms are available and lesser are sold, per available room you are able to earn only 1153. I hope everyone is clear with it, and I repeat, before you proceed further, formulas should be written 5 times and learned by heart. Look at question 21b. From the following information of a hotel, calculate average rate per guest and average daily rate. Rooms revenue is given, number of guests are given, number of rooms sold are given. Direct formulas are to be applied. Because what is the formula of average rate per guest? Room revenue divided by number of guests. Both are available. And what is the formula of average daily rate? Room revenue divided by number of rooms sold. Both are available. So straight away we have to apply the formulas. Okay, write down. First answer, average rate per guest. Average rate per guest is equal to room revenue, total room revenue divided by number of guests. Total room revenue divided by number of guests. Total room revenue is 2,50,000 divided by number of guests are 125. So 2,50,000 divided by 125, 2,000 rupees is the rate per guest. And second, what you are asked is average daily rate. The formula of average daily rate is, again direct formula will be applied because all the information is already available. So average daily rate equals to total room revenue divided by number of rooms sold. Average daily rate means you divide by number of rooms sold. So that is equal to total room revenue, say 2,50,000, and number of rooms sold are 50. So divided by 50. 2,50,000 divided by 50. 5,000 is the average daily rate of every. I hope everyone is clear with this. So all these are asked in exams this week. This is asked in exams for 2 marks, and in MCQ these ratios kind of questions in mid-semester exams are very important. Now look at question 23b. I would like all of you to try on your own. So pause the video, apply the formula and try the things on your own. Okay, and then you can play the video and verify whether you got it correct or not. If you have learned the formula, understood the first 2 questions, you must be able to solve on your own. So I'm reading it, then you pause the video and try on your own. From the following information of a hotel, calculate occupancy percentage. Remember the formula and try it on your own. And revenue per available room. Number of rooms sold are given, number of rooms available are given, average daily room rate is also given. All of you apply the formula on your own. Pause the video and apply the formula on your own. Yes, I hope everyone would have solved it. Check it now. Occupancy percentage formula is, directly you have to apply the formula only. Information is already available. Occupancy percentage equals to number of rooms sold divided by number of rooms available multiplied by 100. Okay, number of rooms sold divided by number of rooms available multiplied by 100. Now number of rooms sold are 500 divided by number of rooms available are 750 multiplied by 100. So 500 divided by 750 multiplied by 100 must come to 66.67%. All of you must be able to get this, okay? And second, what you're asked is revenue per available room. Revenue per available room. Now, again, average daily room rate is already available and percentage occupancy is available. So again, we will apply this second formula only, okay? So write down average daily rate multiplied by percentage occupancy. So average daily rate is 3,000 rupees multiplied by percentage occupancy is 66.67%. So 2,000 should be your answer. 3,000 into 66.67%. That is 2,000.1 means 2,000 will take rounded off because 66.67 is also rounded off. It was 66.6666 recurring answer. Okay. Now same way all of you read question 31b and try the things on your own. Yes, I hope everyone has done it. Hotel Reliance has made available the following information. Average occupancy percentage 80%. Number of rooms available 110 rooms. Rooms revenue 88 lakhs. Calculate average daily rate. Now, average daily rate formula is number of rooms. Rooms revenue divided by number of rooms sold. So again, as we did in the first question, how would you find the number of rooms sold? Rooms available into occupancy percentage. Same way here also. How would you get the number of rooms sold? 110 rooms are available, 80% are occupied, means 88 rooms are sold. Okay, so before we find average daily rate, first we'll find number of rooms sold. So number of rooms sold will be equal to 110 rooms into 80%. That is 88 rooms are sold. Now you can apply the formula average daily rate. Average daily rate will be equal to total room revenue divided by number of rooms sold. Okay, total rooms revenue divided by number of rooms sold. That will be equal to total rooms revenue 88 lakhs divided by number of rooms sold 88. So 1 lakh. Average daily rate is 1 lakh. It seems to be a super luxurious hotel. Average daily rate 1 lakh. Or you can say there is some misprinting and information is missing. Like in the previous questions, if you remember, you have been given this information of 90 days, 65 days. Same way here also it should be given that this room revenue 88 lakhs cannot be of 1 day. So if suppose this room revenue 88 lakhs was for 100 days, then further you can say in 100 days 88 into 100, 8,800 rooms would have been sold. And then 88 lakhs divided by 8,800, your answer would come to 1,000. Anyway, right now number of days information is not given, so we go ahead with this answer. But in exams, remember, if suppose they say that this information is for 100 days, just an example, then what you would have done further, 88 lakhs divided by 88 into 100, and your answer would come to rupees 1,000. This is just in case we assume that 100 days is mentioned in the question. If any other number of days are mentioned, then accordingly your answer would change. So keep this in mind. 88 lakhs revenue may be not for 1 day, but at least 50 days, 100 days, any number of days. So the total number of rooms sold also will get multiplied with that number of days. Here also we have done that. If you see here, 65 days number of rooms sold. Okay, first answer. So here also it must be given, and that 88 must be multiplied by number of days. Anyway, in absence of information, we go ahead with this. Now question 34b, all of you pause the video and try on your own. Yes, I assume all of you would have got the answer. Calculate the following ratios, not rations, ratios on the basis of following details: revenue per available room, average rate per guest, and occupancy ratio. Now total number of rooms available in the hotel are 70. Okay. The next information is given. Number of guests are equal to 80, and average rooms occupied for the period are equal to 55, and rate per room is equal to rupees 350, and period. See, like this, the period should be given. This all information is for 90 days. Now revenue per available room. Do we have this average daily rate available for finding the revenue per available room? No. So here we will go with the first formula. What was the first formula? Total room revenue divided by number of rooms available. What would be the total room revenue? 350 is the rate per room. Rooms occupied are sold are 55 and 90 days. So for the first answer, let us first find the total room revenue. Okay, total room revenue. Total room revenue would be equal to 350 is the rate per room. 55 rooms go on rent into rupees 350 is the rate of one room into 90 days. So what is the total revenue you earn from all the rooms which are sold? 55 rooms into 350 per room is the charge into 90 days. So total room revenue comes to 17,32,500. Okay. Now what is the formula of revenue per available room? total room revenue divided by number of available rooms. Okay. Okay, so revenue per available rooms formula, write down. Revenue per available room equal to total room revenue. Here we are going with the first formula because average daily rate is not available in the question. Total room revenue divided by number of available rooms or number of rooms available. Now total room revenue is 17,32,500 as we have calculated. The number of rooms available are 70 multiplied by 90 for all 90. This is the revenue of 90 days. So what are the rooms available for 90 days? 70 rooms into 90 days means 17,32,500 divided by 90 days. Total rooms available are 6,300. So 17,32,500 divided by 6,300, rupees 275 is the revenue per available room. Now what is the second question asked? Average rate per guest. So room revenue divided by number of guests. Okay, average rate per guest. Average rate per guest will be equal to total room revenue divided by number of guests. Total room revenue is, we have calculated 17,32,500 divided by number of guests. Now number of guests, all of you can see are 80, but this again is for 90 days. So you'll do as we did 70 rooms into 90 days, every day 80 guests. So 80 guests into 90 days. This revenue is for 90 days. So guests also we have to divide by the total number of guests for 90 days. So 17,32,500 divided by 80 into 90 is 7,200. Okay. 17,32,500 divided by 7,200 guests in 90 days. So rupees 240.625 or 63 is the rate per guest. Okay, and then third answer what is asked is occupancy ratio. So occupancy ratio we can directly find as occupancy ratio or percentage, number of rooms sold divided by number of rooms available into 100. Okay, number of rooms sold divided by number of rooms available into 100. That will be equal to number of rooms sold are 55 and available are 70. So 55 divided by 70 into 100. You can say that occupancy percentage is 78.57%. Now here no need to multiply with 90 days, and even if you multiply with 90 days you get the same answer because 55 rooms also you will multiply with 90 and 70 rooms also you will multiply with 90. So 90 factor will completely get cancelled. So here even if you don't multiply with 90, that's okay. I hope everyone is clear with the ratio based questions. So don't forget to write this 5 times all the ratios, learn and write them 5 times and submit it in the homework. In my next live session, I'll be asking you these formulas. So all of you should be perfectly well with these formulas when I ask you in the live session. Okay, remember them and learn them by heart properly. Bye everyone. See you in the next lecture. Now we'll be starting with HFA subject in the next lecture. Bye. Take care.